Hi, I'm Lori Buckley with Lori B. Pottery. Thank you so much for being here. I have another kiln reveal, and first I want to just say thank you to everybody who's watching and subscribing. I'm over 200 subscribers. I could have never imagined that that would happen, and I'm so excited and to be part of this community and grateful for all of you and your comments. And to find your comments so incredibly helpful. And that's why we're here, isn't it? It's this community where we can all support one another and help one another and learn from one another. And if anybody can learn anything from me, that would be amazing. Thank you for the people who have been mentioning me. Oh shoot, Sarah Hollum, I want to say, am I saying your name right? I think it's Sarah Hollum. Thank you so much. Of course, Linda from Lindy Lou, you know, what can I say? We all love you. I am very disappointed, I must say, in this kiln reveal. I do not have the one piece that I was most looking forward to, which was my Lindy Lou inspired cherry painted soap bottle. So this is the problem when you go to a community center. You bring all your stuff and they get to it when they get to it. And sometimes they get to some of it and they don't get to all of it. Everything, almost everything came out of the kiln today, except for there's 2 more bowls that I have and the cherry painted soap bottle, which is the thing I'm most looking forward to. But I have some exciting things coming up, and I think you're going to be excited about some of these things that I've discovered in today's kiln reveal. So again, thank you all. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate you being here and watching, and I love your comments. I love your tips and your suggestions. Please keep them coming. I will tell you though, that in the next probably, I'm going to say 2 to 3 weeks, I have 13, well, we'll say 8 to 13 speckled buff clay mugs, Laguna speckled buff, and 8 to 13 dragon fruit, which is, some of it's blue-ish. It's not that extreme blue, it's just a light blue, and some of it is dragon fruit light, which is like a white clay body. It's a porcelain with some ilmenite, which gives it the speckles. I do believe it would be very similar, except for the blue, as on a B mix. So I'm gonna do some identical glazing to compare the two and just trying to find what I really love. So that is in the works. Most of the mugs are thrown. I'd show it to you, except I'd have to turn the camera around. I don't feel like doing that right now because I don't know if I'll get it back. Okay, so let's start. Again, just lots of love and appreciation going out to all of you. So where do I begin? I'm gonna start with the bowls. I've got 3 bowls, and these are actually for me. So when I moved, I decided not to take any of my commercially made boring white bowls, and I decided I was gonna make my own. So I've made 5. I figure out of those I'll probably keep 4. Anyways, this one, they all, by the way, have Mako Sand and Sea 3 coats on the inside. So every single one of them have that. And I love the Sand and Sea. The Sand and Sea on the speckled buff clay it's glorious. Maybe it's not gloriousness, but it's nice. I don't know, I love it a lot. It's just something very clean and beautiful about it. The outside, you may have guessed, is Shipwreck. And Shipwreck is Mako, right? Yes. Is it Mako or is it Amico? Oh, crap. I can't believe I can't remember. Shipwreck. I love Shipwreck. I have, you know, spare bottles. I want to say it's Mako. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Mako. If not, I'll let you know on the screen. But 3 coats of Shipwreck. Isn't that gorgeous? By the way, just as gorgeous on a light clay. It's pretty much the same. My memory serves me correctly. So I really love that. Someone gave me a tip to hold the piece up longer and be more still. So I'm working on it. Hopefully this is good. Okay, so that's 1. Bowl number 2, this is interesting. This is a glaze I'd never used before. I had no idea it was so matte. Those of you in the know probably know what this is, and this is Mako Indigo Rain. It's almost like blue splatterware, but it's very matte. It looks almost like a magna. Also on the, I believe this is all on speckled buff clay. It feels kind of cool. It feels like stone. do you think? I kind of like it. It just wasn't what I expected. I had no idea it was so matte. I think in a combo it might be better. If you have any suggestions, I'd love to hear. What have you used it with? Although it's kind of cool and it goes well with the sand and sea. Okay, and the last, well, I have two more, but they're still in the kiln. So this one, I don't know, Spectrum Lagoon. I did 2 coats. So I usually do only 2 coats with Spectrum. It has a little potting or pitting, but it's fine. It's very well covered. But it does have like those little, I wouldn't call them pinholes. Oh, maybe they are pinholes. Are those pinholes? Maybe they're pinholes. Anyways, I don't know. Not loving it. I won't be repeating that. Not my fave. I'll try it again, maybe on a light clay body and 3 strokes. So it didn't run. So that was interesting. Spectrum can be stable. And I have got a really exciting one coming up that is a surprise to me. Okay, but before we go there, this, if you watched was it in a short? No, where was it? Yes, it was in a short. I was just going to do the inside with Mako eggplant. And what happened was, as I poured it, it spilled. There wasn't by my phone though, thank goodness. So I did not spill glaze all over my phone, but I did spill it all over my table. And I thought, well, I might as well use it. So I ended up doing, how many coats did I do? I did, I want to say I did 3. Nope, I did 2. So I poured it on the inside, which I usually, I mean, you have to pour it. How can you do it any other way? So I did 2 coats of eggplant, Mako eggplant all over. And then I did blue hydrangea, and the blue hydrangea, I did 2 coats, and it's in the, you can see where it stops. So the eggplant is all over 2 coats, and then I did 2 coats of the blue hydrangea up until here. Oh, I love it. I love that blue hydrangea. And this is, I'm pretty sure I know what this is, but I did write it down just to be sure. Just the rim, but I went down a little bit. Bougainvillea or boogie pink. And I did 2 coats of that. Anyways, it's kind of cool. Oh, I should have seen if it's a little small for an oil bottle. It could be a bud vase, but it does have the little dimples on the side. So it could very well be an oil bottle. I'm pretty sure it'll fit. So we'll see. I like that one. Yeah, I actually like it a lot. I think as a little bud vase, I can just see it in the middle of a table with a flower. I think it'd be gorgeous. And this was an interesting one. One of those videos, it was actually, I don't know, it was old. It wasn't new. It could have been a year old. That came on by Amico Brent. And they were talking about their Aurora Breeze. It's funny, I've seen a lot of people use Aurora Breeze lately. I bought it a little while ago. You know, you don't really know what to do with it. But they were doing, actually, it was about the flux, and it was with iron luster. So what I did, I just want to make sure I give you the right thing. This is, I know it is, where did you go? Come on, where did you go? I don't know. It's here somewhere. Maybe it isn't. That's okay. I know what it is. I always like to just check though. So this is 2 coats of Aurora Breeze and 2 coats of iron luster. And it's just all even. I didn't do, one on the top or one on the bottom. On the inside, I did honeydew. So it's, you can't really see it, but it's a coyote honeydew. I have some of those coyote, it's honeydew, corn silk, and white, and they're marketed as liner glazes. And I have all of those in this kiln reveal. So again, this is Aurora Breeze, 2 coats, and look at how stable, like no dripping whatsoever, and iron luster, 2 coats of iron luster on top. So kind of pretty. This is light. This is a different light that I'm using. Sorry for it is a ring light. Let me see. I think there's a way to change it. Let me see. I think it's good. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I think that's good lighting. Anyways, really pretty. Oil bottle. I always do my oil bottles with dents because it's just nicer to hold. Okay, what have we got? Okay, it's funny. For some reason, I am getting Jeanette's old, like 3 years, might even be 4 years, but her very, as a matter of fact, I saw her very first kiln unload. And I don't know, Jeanette, there's so much love out there for you. And certainly from me. I get teary-eyed. Why do we love Jeanette? Because Jeanette is she's so real, you know? And what's really cool is in that very first kiln reveal, I am getting teary-eyed. Happiness, beauty, that all makes me cry. You are just as excited today, just as emotional, just as passionate, just as excited as you were 3-4 years ago with that very first kiln reveal. And that is inspiring. And I've met people who've been doing this a long time. Maybe they're production potters or they do it for a living. And some still have that same joy and passion. Some do not. And I never want to lose that. Never want to lose that. So I love that about you, Jeanette. So anyways, I was watching, I don't know if it was that, but it was an older video, and she had a vase that looked very similar to this. And the minute I saw it, I knew. I'm like, oh, that was a vase or a mug gone wrong. How do I know that? Well, this is how I know. It's like, it went wonky. I actually threw this from off the hump, and it was way too big. And it was really funky. A little run. I'm going to have to sand that a little bit. I'll just use the grinding disc. Yeah, they didn't ding me. It wasn't bad enough to be dinged for. Anyways, so it was kind of wonky, and I thought, oh, I'm going to go with it. So, I have another one. It hasn't even been bisque fired yet, but oh my God, did I have a total failure? What was I trying to make? I think it was either a bug. It was either a mole. I can talk. A mug or a bowl. A mole or a bug. Anyways, I was trying to do it. It collapsed, and I think it turned into a beautiful thing. Anyways, this is one of those. So failed bowl or mug, I don't know. And now it's an interesting looking vase. River birch all over. I did river birch all over. I believe I did 2 coats, but let me look. Yes, 2 coats all over of the river birch. And then on the very top half, yeah, actually, this is so interesting. Just the top half, I did rose quartz. Now, it looks like rose quartz goes all the way down there, but I did not do it all the way down there. I just did it to here. I did the rose quartz. And then what I did is I did one more. I did sunrise to here. Now, it doesn't look like that at all, but I did sunrise to here. You can't even see it. Rose quartz to here, river birch all over. I don't know how that happens, but it does. So, and did I say 2 coats of each? 3 coats of 2 coats of all of it. 2 coats of the river birch all over. 2 coats of the rose quartz on the top half, and then 2 quarts of sunrise. Sunrise is spectrum. Yes, spectrum. River birch is Amico, and rose quartz is Mako. We got all of them here represented. Anyways, it's cute. It's nice. Okay. This one, Fairy Rose, which is by Coyote on the inside. It's hard to see, but you get the gist. I just poured it. And this is blue hydrangea. 2 coats of blue hydrangea. That's all it is. I would have thought it would have looked more purple, but because of the speckled buff clay, I'll make sure you're seeing it. I know the lighting is always an issue, right? But it looks pretty much the same in person as it does on the camera. Yeah, it turned a little green, but I don't know. I like it a lot. It's funny how different clay bodies make such a difference. That's why I want to do the comparison. But yeah, fairy rose poured once on the inside and 2 coats. Just brought to where it is, very stable, of the blue hydrangea. Okay, here is another one of the Indigo Rain. And by the way, inside is marigold. That is Amico Celadon marigold, which I haven't really used. I just recently bought. I want to do more of it. Somebody's been using marigold. I know Nat from Mud Magic uses it. Somebody else has been using it. Oh gosh, I can't remember. I think it might be, oh, no, it's definitely Audrey Lynn from Audrey Berm from Audrey Lynn Studios. I think she's been using marigold, and I like it a lot. Even on this clay, I imagine it'll be even nicer on the other clay, but that's that Indigo Rain from Mako. Very, very matte and stonish, but kind of cool. I think I like it. I don't know. I am not really sure. Would I buy it again? I don't think so. Now, I do know that Linda did something with the Indigo Rain. That's how I first heard about it, and it was gorgeous. So I need to go back and look at that video. Linda, if you remember what you did, let me know, because that's what got me going on it. Okay, this makes me happy. I like when it's just one color that does something so spectacular. This is Spectrum's Kimchi, 2 coats. That is all it is. Look at all the different colors. Sorry about that glare, but I think you can see it. I don't know how to make this better. I think the light I used last time was better. Just, I don't know why it's doing that. But hopefully you can see it. Look at how gorgeous. It's just kimchi on this speckled buff clay, and I will be doing that a lot of. I love it. I want to do a lot of it. Inside is, I believe it's honeydew, but let me just check. Oh no! It's the corn silk. It's that coyote corn silk. It almost looks, it looks like a chartreuse green. It's actually really pretty. I'm gonna have to do something with that too. It's a liner glaze. It's really pretty. The corn silk from coyote and poured, and then the 2 coats of the kimchi. Oh my God, I love that kimchi. I love it. Okay. Now this one is going to be surprising. You all, if somebody would have paid me $1 million, I would have never guessed what this is, but you know what? I like it a lot, but it's weird. I don't even know. This is the liner white, coyote liner white. Again, just poured in on the inside. You'll never ever guess. So I'm gonna tell you. I don't know why it looks like this. I ordered some of Amico's new crawl glaze, and I ordered the white crawl. And when it came it got delivered, I should say, I opened it, and much to my disappointment, I got this. This is called Speckled Flux Crawl. I was like, well, I don't think I like that. But I called and I said, hey, you sent me the wrong thing. And they're like, no worries, we'll send you the right thing. Of course, it's back ordered. I don't know when I'll get it. But you can keep this one. And I was like, well, that's kind of a score. You know, it's nice when, I was willing to send it back, but when they said I could keep it, I was like, yeah, very cool. So that's that. I'm trying to think how many, that's what this is. That's what this is. And I want to say I did 2 coats. I'm pretty sure that's what I did. 2 coats of this Speckled Flux Crawl. So it does have like that sort of beigey, I don't know, base color. I guess it wasn't thick enough. Probably if I would have done it thicker, maybe it would have crawled. But you know what? I kind of like it. Kind of like it, but not anything what I would have imagined, right? Sorry, my glasses. Anyways, yeah, very cool. But I can't see without them, so. But you don't care about how I look. It's about the pottery. It's about the glaze. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, what else we got? What else we got? We got another mini. We've got 4 more. By the way, I love these little small things. These are all off the hump. A little bud vase. So I know what that is, but I just want to make sure. On the inside is honeydew. And that is, it's not Amico's honeydew. It is Coyote's honeydew. So it's not the flux. It's not the Amico flux honeydew. It's the Coyote honeydew. So we've got the top third is Fairy Rose by Coyote, which I love Fairy Rose. I love it on all clay bodies. And then we have, and that's 2 coats. So we got 2 coats on the top third. There's my assistant. You want to come here and oh, come here. I just want to show you off a little bit. Yes, we got to show you. This is my studio assistant. This is Frankie. Oh, little Frankie. She loves being in the studio with me. Lucy Carlson, I think I got her name right. She introduced her new kitten, Tonka. I think every studio needs some kind of little furry buddy. Mwah. You gonna go hang out? Okay. I digress. So we got the top third, Fairy Rose by Coyote, which I absolutely love. And then we've got Spanish Moss times 2. So 2 Fairy Rose, Spanish Moss. And I did that, I didn't overlap it. So I did the Fairy Rose, then I did the Spanish Moss, and then I did 2 coats of light flux in the middle. I just did a little band where they meet. I love that Spanish moss too. And the Spanish moss is also Coyote, right? Yes. Yes. No. No. Spectrum. So it's Spectrum. Coyote is the Fairy Rose. Spectrum is the Spanish moss, which is so beautiful. You would think it'd look more green, but it always looks blue. And then the light flux just to kind of have them blend a little bit. Isn't it pretty? And then it's got that honeydew, which you can't really see in the inside. I mean, no one's really gonna be looking inside. There you have it. Okay, we got 3 more. No, we got 2 more. Okay. Oh. Well, I'm gonna put a picture up on the screen of what this looked like before it was fired. Very interesting. The bottom, like half almost, is ancient copper. No. I did 3 coats. That was my mistake. I did 3 coats of ancient copper on the bottom half, almost the whole half. And I did not overlap them. On the top half, I gotta be careful, I'll hurt myself. It's a runner. The top half is Blue Flame by Speedball, 3 coats. So it's really pretty, by the way. There's definitely some pinholes there. You think you can see them? Yeah, there's definitely some pinholing. I'm thinking 2 coats, maybe, of the Blue Flame, and maybe if I would have just brought it up to there, and maybe 2 coats of the ancient copper. I mean, it's a beautiful, I mean, look at how beautiful it is on the edge. On the inside is white, right? Is it white? I believe it's white. I don't say. Doesn't matter. It looks white. Anyways, it's gorgeous. I love that. I just need to do it, not bring it down so far, and maybe only 2 coats. So I'm gonna fix it. If I had my own kiln, which I will, I'm gonna say 4 to 6 weeks from now. That's the last I heard. 4 to 6 weeks, I'll have my own kiln. I could just stick it back in, but I know if I stuck it back in now, it would be a nightmare. Although I did make some cookies. But yeah, this glaze has lots of potential. This one, not an actual win. Okay, we have 1 more, just 1 more. And I haven't been showing my kiln favorites, so I will. This is interesting. This has a white liner glaze. This is 2 coats of blue hydrangea, just to where it goes. 2 coats of blue hydrangea. And on top of the blue hydrangea, I'm going to make sure I'm almost positive that's it. Yes. And then on top of the blue hydrangea is 2 coats of night moth. It's almost black. You could see there's a little bit of blue, but it's really almost black. So I was making this for a friend, and I don't know if if it's gonna work for her. She wanted it to match her kitchen. It might, but I might have to have another go at it. I think it's really pretty. It just isn't what I was expecting. I was expecting a little bit more blue. I saw somebody do the night moth actually over at the Sonoma studio, over Laguna's Power Turquoise, and it looked really gorgeous, so I might give that a go. But that's that. What's my kiln favorite? You know what my favorite is? I have two favorites. First of all, I love the little mini vases. Can I have two? Can I have three? Okay, I'm gonna have two. These are my two. I love this, just the blue hydrangea with the fairy rose in the middle. Love that. And I love this. What can I say? I love it. Those are my two kiln favorites. If I had to pick one, it would be this one. What about you? Which ones do you like? But all in all, I think it was pretty successful. But I'm so looking forward to my soap bottle with the cherries. It hasn't even been put in the kiln yet. So, and the two other bowls. So that's what's coming up next. I have a couple things to glaze, just a couple, literally like two. But I've been making a lot. So I have a lot of things that I'm gonna get bisque done. I have all those mugs I told you about, and that will be coming up soon, I hope. So again, just lots of love and appreciation to all of you. Thanks if you're still here. Thanks for still being here. And yeah, let me know your thoughts. And you know what I like to say, keep going, keep playing, and I'm gonna add the keep practicing, because isn't that what it's all about? Or keep learning. And we're all here learning together. So that's gonna be it. It's gonna be keep playing, keep going, and keep learning. That's my sign off, or something like that. Okay, you guys, talk to you soon. Bye.